Rock and roll. All right.
We made it, everybody.
Ready? All right. Welcome back to Live at Steel City Death Club. Today in the studio, we have the Childlike Empress. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
When you're ready, you can take it away with a few songs.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right. We're going to start off with the title track from the album, Take Care of Yourself. 1, 2. Back it all up inside. Don't let anything out. Wait until it festers and let it out as anger. Don't blame other people for your mental health, for dealing with their own shit. It's not their job to help. Let go of that anger, clean off that shell. Make a vow to grow old and take care of yourself. I want the world to see me and hear me out. No, I never needed you, but I loved you like hell. Thank you.
All right. That sounded lovely.
Thank you.
You guys want to play another one? We'll get into some questions.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. This next one is called Burnt Sage. You ready? Yep. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Until it's spring.
right. That sounded awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for being here. The Childlike Empress in the studio today. How are you guys today?
Doing good. It's
That's
a
good.
Sunday. I love Sunday.
It's a beautiful Sunday. We thank you for being here.
Thank you.
I have a few questions for you guys.
All right.
You have such a delicate and unique sound to your songs. What's the songwriting process like for you?
So for this album, I wrote all of the songs by myself. I wrote them very quickly. I just was in a place where I had just moved to Pittsburgh. So this is like 6 years ago. But I think I started writing the songs around like once I was here for a year because my friend had gifted me a banjo for my birthday. So once I had a banjo, I just started messing around on banjo. I knew like the very, very basics of it, but just spent a lot of time playing it and finding things that sounded pretty.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the same thing for guitar and banjo. Like I don't really know music theory. I don't really know a lot about my instruments at all. I just kind of just sit with them and
That's
find
really
things
cool.
that sound cool.
Yeah.
Find something else to go with it. Like I think most of my songs are kind of just like two different parts, or they're not super complex.
Yeah.
I just find things that sound nice to me. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then just started writing things that they just poured out of me. Like I get very frustrated sometimes when I go to like write lyrics because it just feels forced and very like corny.
Sure.
And I always end up scrapping it if it feels forced. So all of this was just very much like almost just me kind of speaking to myself.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What kind of lyrical themes are on the album? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I think most of the songs were very much a healing process because I'm from New York City originally, and I left mainly because of a relationship. I left for a lot of reasons because it's expensive there, but also like I'd spent my whole life there, and just like the people that I was around before I left, like I had a couple really good friends that are still some of my best friends, but I just like was in a really shitty relationship, and it was so turbulent. Like my life just felt like a really bad episode of Skins. Like literally like my last
MTV
year in New
show.
York City, like was just very much like there was so much going on. Like I was just like doing acid with people I didn't know, and they're like getting cheated on and like while tripping, and it was just really shitty. So it was, a lot of these lyrics are very much me just kind of talking through that. Not super specifically. On some songs I get really specific. Like I think on Yikes, this is like what I'm saying in that song is all factual. Like these are all those very, very real things that occurred in that relationship. But then a song like Burnt Sage I think is Burnt Sage and A-Cab are the only songs on the album that I think aren't about that one specific person. Burnt Sage was a more romantic song about somebody that I had met when I first moved to Pittsburgh, and then A-Cab is about police brutality, which is very. I just felt like it was super necessary for it to be on this album. Whereas like I usually like albums that are all concepts and like a fluid concept. I was like, this song needs to be on this album.
Right,
I love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, but mostly it's about like healing from a fucked up relationship and just kind of
themes.
reclaiming yourself.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah,
Something
definitely.
beautiful came out of it.
Definitely.
Yeah, that album is very beautiful, very delicate sounding.
Thank you.
It's lovely. So, why did you choose Pittsburgh after you wanted to move to New York?
I kind of didn't. My best friend in high school, like my like other half, Natasha, had moved out here on a whim, completely randomly. Like knew maybe one person here and just couch surfed for a few months,
wow.
met some friends, got a house. I visited one time with my ex that a lot of the album is about, and a few of our best friends, and that was like a wacky ass time. But I just like, we met so many nice people, and like we went to like DIY shows like every night we were here. And then I went back to New York, and just shit just got crazier once I was there. And then I was just like, to be completely blunt, like the point that I was at, I was just like, I want to fucking kill myself. Like that's real as fuck, but like that was the point that I was at. And me coming to Pittsburgh was literally I wanted to come say bye to Natasha before I did something really dark. And it was her birthday, so I came and surprised her for her birthday. And then like once I was here, like all of the shit I was going through in New York, like literally just like I just felt like I could breathe. I felt like that wasn't defining like my life and everything. So I just was here, and I had a ticket to go back the following week, and I just called my mom. I was like, hey, as you know, like I haven't told you what's going on, but like clearly I'm not doing well, and like I feel like I'm doing okay for the first time in a long time being in Pittsburgh. So I'm just gonna stay and like find a job. And I just very easily was able to get up on my feet, and I just felt like I could breathe again. It was really lovely. So
Pittsburgh became like a safe place for you.
Absolutely. It was definitely like a sanctuary. It was like unbelievable the way that it felt, like just literally like taking the bus. So I take the mega bus from New York City and just coming into the city and just seeing it again. And like I think Pittsburgh's such a beautiful city. Like I love the skyline. So like coming in from the mega bus, you come in like kind of like the Squirrel Hill way. Like so you see all the bridges and everything. And I was just like listening to like my breakup playlist, and I was just like, oh, all right, I feel good. I feel like I can be here. Everyone was so nice to me. Like all my friends that I had when I first moved here. You know, I've outgrown a lot of people, but people were very kind to me when I came here and just very welcoming, especially once I started making music. So it's just very much my home. I love New York City, and I'm very proud to be from New York City, but Pittsburgh definitely saved my fucking life, and I feel very grateful for that.
That's great to hear, and we're very lucky to have you here in the city with us. How was the pandemic for you? What have you been doing during quarantine? Writing new stuff? Playing shows?
I played maybe like 2 live shows, but I just like, I was already burnt out from playing. I burnt myself out really fast from playing shows, even pre-pandemic. And then of course, once pandemic hit, I missed it. So I was kind of like slowly, it's funny because people have asked me like if I was writing music during quarantine. I was like, no, not really. But then I go back and I like look at my voice notes on my phone, and I'm like, there's like almost an album's worth of ideas here. Like I have to flesh them out, but like, you know, there's stuff being written for sure. I think mostly I had a lot of downtime, which was nice. It was nice to kind of do nothing, and because I'm very much, I think people should be allowed to do nothing. Sometimes we shouldn't feel guilty for resting and just being dormant. So it kind of felt good to not be like, I have to make all this new shit, I have to work, I have to blah blah blah. But no, just hung out with the family. I have a very small group of friends, and Rowdy is part of that. Started dating this person over here, so got into a quarantine relationship. But I don't know. It was an okay time. I think it was a good time to just kind of be still. But I definitely did write some stuff over quarantine for sure.
Yeah. You have any plans on releasing it?
Definitely. Yeah. So we're gonna play a new song for you guys. The funny part is that the guitar riff I wrote probably 4 or 5 years ago, and I just couldn't figure out. It was supposed to be the 9th song on the album. I like the number 9 a lot, so I wanted the album to have 9 songs. 9. And I almost, I was trying to force this guitar riff to be like the 9th song, but I just couldn't find the words or the melody for it, and so I was just like, we're not forcing it. I like this guitar part too much. I'm just gonna put it on the shelf. And there's new stuff. I think I'll slowly start recording it. I might do like, instead of like trying to make it into an album immediately, I think I'm just going to let myself release some new songs.
Sure, yeah.
Because I think people want to hear some new stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to play some new stuff really badly, and just start, let the sound go where it goes, because I don't think I'm ever the type of person that will be stuck in one genre. I just like so many different genres, and I just want to play all of them. So it's going to go a bunch of different places, I'm sure.
I'm very excited to see what's coming for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for talking to us.
Absolutely.
If you, whenever you're ready, we'd love to hear that new song.
Okay.
All right, the Childlike Empress in the studio today. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, this song is about dreams, and it's called Sueños. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you.
Wow, that was beautiful. Thank you guys so much. The Childlike Empress, Tati, and Rowdy, thank you guys so much for playing for us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, check out the album, Take Care of Yourself, streaming everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. Streaming everywhere. Thank you guys so much for being here. This has been Live at Steel City Death Club. We'll see you next time.
Oh, thank you.
All right.